Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bonus thing. I'm gonna show you the library books, obviously, but I'm really weird about that. I don't like labeling it as library books I got this week. This kind of sounds weird. I did that. I think I did it once, and usually I'll do like a not like a clickbait video, but I'll do like a oh my god, this keeps happening or something like that. Which I like. I like that because it's not clickbait. It kept happening when I get like 15 books. It's much less this week and from last week too. Much less this week, even from last week, but the week before, obviously. In fact, I returned twice the amount of books that I got. Actually, more than twice. Um, so I want to explain how I'm able to budget my books. First of all, I'm not really able to. Sometimes I go over my limit of how much I want to get. Some weeks are, and some weeks you've seen like I get more trades than single comics like this. And that's because I don't do, number one, I don't do events. That's the biggest thing. I skipped out on the events after Absolute Carnage, which is the first and only event I've gotten, like, I think all of them, actually. I'm not a big event guy. And none of them have, like, for Future State especially, I didn't know what books, like, I knew what books they have comic book reviewers that reviewed the books, but I can't, because there's so damn many, I couldn't keep track of which ones were good, which ones were okay, and which ones were terrible, and which ones were absolutely, like, atrocious. I know Brian Michael Bendis, like, almost all the ones he made were atrocious. Yeah, like, I think Naomi was his last good book, and that was around the time that he was bad, so it doesn't like count. I think his last like really good book, like Miles Morales something or other. I don't know, but other than that, yeah, he doesn't. Um, so yeah, I didn't know like which ones I kind of lost my train of thought there. Yeah, other than Naomi, I don't think he's written anything good recently. That there you go. That was what I was looking for. So yeah, I didn't know like which ones like how to which ones were good, which ones were bad, which ones I could skip on. And you did have to, apparently you did have to read all of them at once. Not at once, obviously, not, I had one to at one time, but you had to read them, like, in a certain order. So yeah, at once. I don't know why I thought, like, at once you guys would be confused and think you had to read them at the same exact time. Like, two comics, oh, I gotta read this one the same time of reading this one. No, I don't know. I don't know why I still have these. I know I'm not gonna like them. I don't even know why I have them still. That's one of the books I'm going to give a second chance to. Actually, third. And it was mainly because I like the Batman one, but Batman isn't in that series. And it's not just because it was Batman, it was also the writer, and I don't think it's the same writer at all. And the second one is that I try my best not to get into... Well, actually, no, the second one is that I look up, if I'm unsure, like that new Joker book and that new Batman book, I was unsure if it's going to continue from a series or if it's its own thing. You can just pick that up and have it be your first, not your first book, but like with me, how I don't have any of the current Batmans. In fact, there was a commenter that was saying, "Oh, Batman Annual 5 was good." And I was like, "That's good, but I'm not that much, I'm not caught up." I hear you can start with James Tynion's Batman. You can skip all of Tom King's, but I kind of want to go in that order until I get sick and tired of Tom King's run. In fact, I'm probably going to stop with his run entirely and get Tynion's run so I get more of my money. So, so it's actually something good. Or wait for it to come out in my library, because again, I didn't really like that Detective Comics one. So and for the Joker one and for the new Batman one, I looked at what it was about, like that little description, and both of them are taking place after this Batman comic, or Infinite Frontier for Joker. So I'm like, okay, not getting that one, and which is good is that one was $7.99. So for the most part, I do that. Sometimes I forget. I will do that, because I will do that for the most part. Sometimes I forget, sometimes I'm careless. For miniseries, I almost always will get them. Unless it's Fabian Nicieza, who I don't know. That Cable and Deadpool one was atrocious, and it's extremely overrated. Again, if you guys like it, that's fine. I'm not saying that you're stupid for liking it, obviously not. There's books that I like that people don't like. Like, I actually liked Fight Club 2 and Fight Club 3, which I probably lost all of my credibility because I said that. I also like Saga. But I just lost all my credibility because I said I didn't like a book that everyone likes, and I like a book everyone hates. And the third one the third one is because I'll look up I'll either, sorry, it was like I just have so much running through my head, and it was like, oh, this information all came at once, and it's just like, again, like it jumbled. It's like trying to, like, when you have, when you're putting, like, throwing stuff away and you want to throw out the garbage. When you want to take out the garbage, you like smush it down. That's like my brain right now, and then it just comes out. I don't know. That wasn't a good analogy. But anyways, I'm subscribed to comic book YouTubers who review new comics. Some of them haven't been doing it as much, but some are good about it. And then I'll just look up their review, and then I'll say, and usually in the description they'll say this is good, this is bad, not worth your time, yada yada yada. And there's actually one that does they'll do like a post on YouTube, and they'll have highest recommendation, recommended, and don't recommend. So that's how I do that. The fourth, and I think I would say final, is that I am so far behind on most of them. The problem with comics nowadays is that a lot of the series, you have to go way back. Even for Batman Rebirth, the current Batman series, you kind of sort of have to go back to Batman Rebirth, I think. I think you have to at least read until maybe the wedding one, but even then you might as well read the rest of them, because there's only a few more. Well, there's a lot more. I think it's 13 volumes in total for Tom King's. And I think it's because they do reference New 52, but it's been a while since I've read it, and then they referenced one I haven't gotten to yet. So technically, you do have to read New 52 Batman, and for older books, it's even more irritating, especially pre-Crisis. I think maybe a little bit easier because, well, the ones in the 40s are easy because those you can just read any of them in the 40s. But for the most part, like, you have to kind of go in a special order, and that's why I'm glad that there's people out there on YouTube who do reading orders, like Near Mint Condition, especially. Thinking Critical is the one that has posts on highest recommended, and don't recommend. So yeah, those are the four main reasons of how I'm able to budget my comics, and that's for weekly comics. Again, for like this. The way of how I'm able to budget trades is because I realized that, well, number one, Amazon is annoying with their books. I'm still pissed off about that Injector Volume 1, even though it's such a small little blemish, and kind of sort of that Punisher one too. And trades at Newbury, there's not a whole lot of trades, and most of them I don't know anything about. Sometimes they don't have Volume 1, or I had Volume 1, I don't have Volume 2, or something like that. Or I just get for like Wicked and Divine, which I'm very happy that I got. I did this. I'll get the next volumes at the library through interlibrary loan. Because again, at first volumes in Image are always $10. Okay, so now this is all the books I got at the library. It's funny because three of them, are from the library itself, like the Rogers Memorial Library itself, it's gonna fall, that I go to regularly. And then half of them, again 3, were interlibrary loans. And there was only one. I projected 2 of the 3 in a previous video. Oh yeah, Green Lantern Legacy, I was gonna review that. Did I upload that? I think I uploaded that. I don't think I did. But I'll upload that review, because I did my reading recommendations. I totally skipped over that one. New Avengers Volume 2, Sentry. They had Volume 1. And, Jesus. I don't think it, no, I looked it up, that's right. It didn't show up on their catalog. There's a few books that don't show up on their catalog, it's weird. But this is the Volume 2 after the Breakout. This is after Breakout. This is Volume 2 of the... You know what's really annoying is that there's 2 New Avengers series by Brian Michael Bendis. Another reason why comics are so damn confusing. Like, you can't say New Avengers 2, Volume 1. They did that for Ultimates. And that's the best way of doing it. They did that for, I believe, Invisibles, too. Which is another book by Amazon that I don't think it was them. I think because it's such a damn big book. I think it's because I think that looks the way it does because it's such a big book. It almost looks wrinkled. It kind of looks like it has water damage, but not really. Because I know what a water damage book looks like thanks to that one Walking Dead, well actually 2 Walking Dead volumes I got from my library that were water damaged. So it wasn't as bad like that. Like the book is still closed and it doesn't look like stupid. It doesn't look stupid. It doesn't look like it's like crinkled or anything like that. I don't know. I'll show you what I mean. Paper Girls. This is one that I heard was bad, but I looked up on Goodreads. It got a good rating. It's Brian K. Vaughan. It's a library book, so. And even if it wasn't, it would have only had been $10. These are ones I won't get to for a while because I have so damn many others. And the reason why I got these was because for Flash, this is Flash Volume 2, Rogue's Revolution. For these and these, coincidentally enough, both Volume 2s, I read Volume 1 and don't want to get far behind. Because this one I got, actually no, I don't intentionally want it because I said the library. But I don't have to go back to Volume 1. It's kind of a pain in the ass. No, I just finished it, Read it again is kind of stupid because I forgot what happened. But I would have to do that. I have no other choice. Now, I was really surprised one of these was hardcover. And I was surprised that I had forgotten all about it. It was one of those ones that I remembered after a while. Like, say, I remembered it on Friday. And then after Friday, I had completely forgot about it again. And that is Superman Kryptonite Nevermore. It's another Denny O'Neil book. So hopefully it's better than the other guy there. And this one had a recent deluxe edition. Oh yeah, this is the cover. That's right too. I was really excited for this cover. It's just like one of those covers that's like you have the issue itself. Like people really like that cover and anything that's actually worth something, just because of the cover. Oh, it's a DC Comics Classics Library. It's funny. Is it shorter? No, it's bigger. It just looks really short, like a shorter hardcover. It's the same size as this. Huh. But yeah, it had a recently it had a deluxe edition, and I was like, hey, my voice cracked. Hey, I wonder if they have it at the library. It's not the deluxe edition that just came out, but it's still the same fucking book. I just love, because there's a recent one that I just read, that last Son of Krypton one from Superman, coincidentally enough. They had a deluxe edition. It's the same content as the original. It's like, guys, the whole point with deluxe edition is to have more in it than the original does. Like that, I think the Batman Ego one, which is why I didn't get it in my local library, I think that one has more in it than the other guy. Then I might get it this week. I don't know. And I did interloan it. They just said they don't have it. The librarian. Now this one, for whatever reason, I thought I had read this, and I read the series before. Obviously, it was Volume 3. But for whatever reason, I feel like I've already read this before, because the title seems similar. But anyway, just because I'd written it down. But that's Transmetropolitan Year of the Bastard. I really hope I don't think I did. No. Because they just talk. I don't know. Hopefully it's not. Doesn't look familiar. That's a problem when you don't go. No, because I feel like I would have recognized that cover. I don't know. But that's the problem about taking a break from a series, is that unless you know for a damn sure, like with Wicked and the Divine Volume 3. It's funny that both Volume 3s. It's funny. You don't, I can't remember. But I want to say no, because I don't think I'd read 3 of them. And I know I've read 2. I know I did that. Because I think I'd taken a break from it. I really hope I didn't. Because the cover doesn't look familiar. But for whatever reason, the Year of the Bastard sounded familiar. And the back of it looked familiar. And I don't think it's like with that Jessica Jones Volume 4 Alias, where it looks similar. Similar. Where it has 2 covers. It's a variant cover for trades. Yeah, and then Volume 3, Commercial Suicide, Wicked and the Divine. Giving it a second chance. I mean, not a second chance technically, because I didn't read it. I haven't read this specific volume. But I didn't really like volume 2. Hopefully it's one of those books that just like has a slow start, but it gets going, and when it gets going, it's really good. It's also by Kieran Gillen, who wrote, actually, it's another volume 1 that I haven't read past the first issue, and Wicked and Divine had a really damn good first volume, so I'll probably like that first volume, but Die had a really good first issue. I gotta get off those books too. There's so many books in my collection that I haven't read yet. Which is good, because if the library ever has like the closing, like because of COVID, I'll have a lot on backup to read. Hopefully that'll be one of the days that I have like a bunch of books out. Because I remember one time when I had like 24,000 books out, their truck didn't come that next week, so I had a week off from the library. Was it an actual week, I wonder? I think it might. I don't think I went at all that week. No, I did. I remember now. I did, and it was the one time where I forgot that Tuesdays and I didn't realize that Tuesdays and Thursdays today actually they're open. I forgot today too. They're open 12 to 6 instead of 10 to like 4 I think it is. They're open 6 hours now, except for Saturdays, which is 4 hours. Yeah, they have like different times. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, that's all the books. And they went over. I already kind of forgot I did that, but I went over the my whole thing there. Wow, $14.99 for this guy. Huh. Yeah, that's it. I have a lot to read. That's a good amount. I still have books to read. Obviously, if I just had those 6, that'd be fine. But I still have the other books I gotta finish. So, be on the lookout for reading recommendations, and maybe a haul this weekend. I don't know. The Red Robin's closed. I don't know if there's the Red Robin. I don't know if I can, because the whole reason why I was going was to get that app downloaded. The last 2 times didn't work out too well, because the first time they had no idea, and the second time they were closed. They have an idea. It was weird. They didn't say anything. I hope it wasn't one of those things where I could have just gone in there. Like they were allowing, they would allowed me to go in there. I don't know, because I could have sworn I heard like a guy come out, because there was some customers that wanted to come in, and like a manager or someone came out and said, "Oh no, we're closed." I could have sworn I heard them. I was leaving, so I was on my way to Newbury. Huh. I heard that. That's it.